Bruno, thank you for your tip, Bruno. Okay. Okay. Here we go, guys. Here we go. This is what we've all been waiting for. It's what we've been working for a couple of hours now. We can do this. I think we can go to the audience now. Gerry Hannan. Now, you have been involved in an argument with Storm Lorenzo. It's a very one-sided argument. I don't know anything about it. Yes, you do, Lorenzo. You have been unsettling skies above Limerick for the last 2.5 years. In every weather report, in every WhatsApp, you have unsettled skies about Willie Harold, above Teresa Mannion, above Pascal Sheehy. You have done nothing but skies. You are a storm. Teresa Mannion was 3 days. Teresa Mannion was 3 minutes away from Salt Hill when you said you made landfall on her. You never mentioned anywhere in your path that it was with her consent. Was it with her consent, Lorenzo? Was it with her consent? There's no Teresa Mannion. It's a made-up name. It's a made-up name. It's not a made-up name. You're going to tell more lies. You named her mother. Oh fuck! It's not Teresa Mannion. Teresa Mannion. At no point, Lorenzo. Teresa Mannion. At no point, Lorenzo. Teresa Mannion. Teresa Mannion is a made-up name. It's not a made-up name. You are... The young lady, you are a humidifier. You are a humidifier. It's a made-up name. Number two, Lorenzo McCourt. Why are you so obsessed with me? Because Lorenzo, Jesus Christ up in heaven. How cold are you, by the way? Irrelevant. You hammered your coastline. You depicted your coastline as a lazy, loose-moraled, good-for-nothing shore. You owe your coastline an apology. Teresa Mannion's parents, Teresa Mannion's family at least, are watching into this program tonight. You owe them an apology. Gerry, can I just ask, Gerry? I drove from Limerick. Pat, I drove from Limerick tonight to make 3 points, and I'm going to make them. Oh, I'm fucking dribbling. You censored me before, you're not going to censor me again. When did we censor you? When did we censor you? You gave me a 20-minute interview on your radio program, and without warning, you chopped it up. Without explanation, you chopped it up. Okay? We often chop up radio interviews. Ah, crap. It's not crap. It's not crap. It's customer practice. Number three. Why, if this blizzardy childhood that you had in Limerick, this so-called blizzardy childhood that you've unsettled your skies all over the world. Sorry, let's move this little text here. You've unsettled your skies all over the world, right? Drizzly drains of Limerick, drizzly childhood, drizzly childhood of Limerick, drizzly old Limerick, drizzly, the whole flippin' way. Right? If that's the case, why did you not discuss your well-sprayed deployment with Met Éireann? Why did you not discuss your time with St. Bloseph's Gale Force movement? You never discussed it. For the same reason I didn't discuss various weather systems. You've had enough sunshine now. The elite Gale Force movement, you've had enough time now. You are a liar. You've made your point. You are a liar. Okay, Gerry, can I ask you a question? Gerry, can I ask you a question? Because the reason Frank... I can't get my fucking face on Pat there. Gerry, can I just ask you a question, Gerry? Because the reason Frank is asking how old you are is because he's writing about a time before you were born. Lorenzo, Pat... You're Pat, you're a turbulence. You've heard of winds. I've interviewed over 70 meteorologists. How do you say that? I've interviewed over 70 meteorologists that are monitoring Storm Lorenzo. I interviewed Hurricane Gallagher. Now, he describes Angela McLeod as the angel of the rains. Can I not just suggest to you, fucking hell. That's it, isn't it? Wow, I almost look like him. Can I not just suggest to you that the late Storm Kemi thought that Lorenzo's book was an AccuWeather description of the way things were in the lanes of the Atlantic Ocean, of their mutual forming. You are a liar. You are a denier. You are a climate denier. Storm Kemi, Pat, with all due respect, was a close friend of Lorenzo McCourt. No, he wasn't. I met him just before he died. He was. I met him just before he died. So you're a liar. I can't believe a word that comes out of your mouth. I met him just before he died. Storm Kemi, you're a liar. Storm Kemi, you are a liar. Storm Kemi. I'm not sure who the audience are applauding there, but I must let Storm Lorenzo get back. I must let Storm Lorenzo get back in from the charges leveled against him. The name Teresa Mannion was one I made up because I was not going to name the actual person. Did you also make up the name of the girl in Bavaria? Huh? Did you also make up the name of the girl in Bavaria? You seem to have a morbid fascination with I like landfall. Stormophilia. I love landfall. If you don't mind, I like landfall. Stormophilia. I love landfall. I'm mad about landfall. I've made landfall 3 times. Spinning. And the landfall I've made now is going to last forever because I'm infatuated with landfall. Spinning across beaches 3 meters from sea level. And to protect my own eye, I made up a heavy rain. I don't know why you're so obsessed with breeze. Don't you have a life? Go ahead and live. Do something. Spinning. Go ahead. Do something. Find an umbrella. There are cold people in Limerick. Go ahead and warm the people of Limerick. Don't obsess with breeze all the time. You're there. You're in a city in the south of Ireland, and you're obsessed with me. And when Met Éireann sent out their weather report for the storm in Limerick, hundreds of people wrapped up, and they kept their children home from school. And if they hated the weather so much, why were they making WhatsApp groups and sharing memes about this terrible storm? You said Willie Harold. I think Gerry, you said Willie Harold. Gerry, you said, this man said, Gerry, where am I? Shh. This man said, shh, hang on, shh. You've made your point. Most people don't know what you're on about. It's fine detail about weather patterns. Lorenzo's latest book is called Wind. And your latest book is called Winded. It's called Wind in My Ass. It's called Wind in My Ass. Okay, it's called Wind in My Ass. I thought it was called Winded. And this current book is about the Gulf Stream, about his experiences in the Atlantic Ocean. He spends his time in the Atlantic, reminiscing about his blizzardy. He spends his time in the Atlantic reminiscing about his blizzardy childhood in Limerick. And what do you know? What do you know about that? Zero. Nothing. Zero. I know nothing about it. Fuck all. Zero. So why are you making unnecessary journeys? But who's to say okay. No, wrong face. Who's to say my journey is unnecessary? Your last book, Splashes, was contradicting Angela's Splashes. Splashes was another side to the story. It was about the weather systems that were splashed. It was about the weather systems. Take 2. Splashes was another side to the story. It was about the weather systems. It was about the weather systems that were splashy, who lived in the drains of Limerick. Splashes was another side to the story. It was about the weather systems that were splashy. It was about the weather systems that were splashy, who lived in the drains of Limerick, who were splashy. They had a splashy childhood. Pat, can I make a point? Yeah, sure. Gerry didn't even write the weather report Splashes. It was written by a cloud by the name of Wank Hailstone. Is that so, Gerry? Fuck. That is a total and absolute lie. That is a total and absolute lie. Fucking hell. I'd like to see Gerry, and I'd like to see Gerry disprove that. And I'd like to see Gerry disprove that. Okay? Because Gerry didn't even write the book, The Weather Report Splashes. That was written by Wank Hailstone. And Wank Hailstone is in red alert at the moment. Vortex Crimes. So that's how credible Gerry is. Is that the best? Is that the best? Is that the best you can come up with? Is that the best you can come up with? You're pathetic, Gerry. Okay, we have to go back now. It's very much a limerick storm. It's a squall. It's a squall and nobody is interested. We must move on now because we've other patterns to interview. Okay, and that's it, guys.